afternoon, everyone. Today you guys are going to learn about something that's cute, something that's small, and something that your mom probably won't want you to have at home. It's a leopard gecko. And if your parents are anything like mine, you weren't allowed to have one growing up as a kid. And the point of this demonstration is going to be how to take care of a leopard gecko, because I know a lot of you guys are just moving out of your parents' home. You guys are completely lonely at times. You guys are maybe thinking of getting a new pet, so why not a pet that's super easy to take care of? During the day, he's asleep the whole time, and during the nighttime, you can like chill with him whenever you guys are working on those midterms. So I'll start off with the setup. A good setup is basically a 10-gallon tank, which I don't have here with me right now, but this shoebox will, I can use the shoebox instead. You'll need a 10-gallon tank, a heating lamp, and a small water dish, which are his basic necessities. Make sure that the temperature is always maintained for these lizards, so a small thermometer will help to keep inside of the tank to make sure it's always regulated. During the daytime, you're not going to want the tank's temperature to exceed 95 degrees and no less than about 75 degrees. At nighttime, it's okay to turn off this lamp, and the lowest you can get to is about 65 degrees. If you guys don't have a lamp, that's fine too. You can get a heating mat, which will go under the reptile carpet or the sand that you have for him as his substrate. And just keep him out in the daytime up to a window or something so he can get his source of vitamin D. Another thing you should always think of is to get some sort of decor for him, something he can hide under, something large enough he can hide under, and something hollow so he can shed his skin inside of. This one provides enough for him to be on top of whenever he wants to cool down during the day, and also hollow holes so he can hide under whenever he needs to shed his skin. You also have to remember to have some type of moss lining on the rock or the wood, because he's going to be licking his skin as well as other objects, so he can get a lot of his moisture. Anyways, I'll just move on from that. You'll also need reptile carpet or calcium sand, which is where he's going to be doing all of his pooping. And when you do add the sand, make sure it's no more than 2 to 3 inches high, or else he can drown in the sand. And once you have those basic needs, you can just bring him home and you can start taking care after him. And taking care of him is very easy. You just have to buy some insects. This is only like $2 at the store, at your local pet store. And when you do feed him, twice a week, you'll have to dust them with this calcium supplement. And what I basically do is I get a plastic baggie, I put a worm inside of the plastic baggie, I shake it up, and then I feed it to him, and he eats it right up. It's not that messy, and it's very simple. You can also get, I got mealworms, but you can also get crickets, you can get wax worms, but that's about it. You should probably alternate between the two. It's always good to have a variety in his diet. And make sure that you feed them at night, because they're used to hunting at nighttime since they're nocturnal. Oh, and whenever you water him, you can water him. You have to change and refill his water dish every single day, and you'll have to like mist his entire environment every other day, because he will be licking the moisture off of the decor and off of his own skin. once you know basically how to feed him, how to water him, you can start having fun with him. You can start holding him, but always make sure to wash your hands beforehand, because since he does lick himself a lot, any bacteria that are on your hands or anything, he'll be taking in most of that, and you wouldn't want your lizard to get sick because of you. And whenever you do hold him, make sure not to grab him by the tail, because these lizards have evolved this defense mechanism against birds and things like that, to where if you do grab him by the tail, it's just going to cut it right off. And the new tail that does come in, it's not going to be the same color as his skin, and it's not going to be as plump. And to top it off, it takes a lot of their fats and nutrients that they have already away. The first couple of days, you might not be able to hold him because he's under a lot of stress because he's moved into a new environment. But after 2 weeks, you'll notice that he'll start wandering around more often, and he won't be as dead and sleepy all the time. And by then, you'll be able to grab him right up. He won't hiss at you or anything, and he'll actually want to interact with you, just like he is right now. Beforehand, if I were trying to hold him or anything, he would hiss at me, right, Beto? He would hiss at me and would run away. But he seems pretty comfortable now. I've had him for about a month now. And that's how you take care of a leopard gecko.